This keynote presentation is going to be amassing the concept of democratizing automation with a unified work platform. I'll tell you a little bit about the speaker coming up on stage. His name is Manish Narayanaswami. He's got 13 years of experience helping multinational banks and other Fortune 500 companies digitally transform using cutting-edge technology. To tell you more, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, with a nice big round of applause, Associate Director, BFSI Sales, KissFlow, Manish.
Just a quick check for the audio. Are we good? All right. How many of you actually understood the title of the presentation? Did that make sense to you guys? Yes? Okay, I'm actually surprised. But we're going to spend the next 20 minutes talking about it, so no worries there. We're going to decode the title sort of in two parts, right? First, we're going to talk about what a work platform is and why we need it. And then we'll try and understand the second part, which is democratizing automation, right? And then towards the later part of the presentation, we'll sort of bridge the two together. Let's start with the first part. What is a work platform and why do we need it, right? Why do we need one? Work automation today encompasses many different facets of digital transformation, right? Very often, as part of your digital transformation journey, these are automated in silos using best-in-class technology, right? This can result in a very fragmented user experience and an unsustainable digital technology ecosystem, right? This gets very hard as you progress in your digital transformation journey. Now, this is one of the reasons, in fact, this is one of the core reasons why a lot of money, even if you spend a lot of money towards digital transformation, that does not necessarily result in success, right? So this is a BCG report that indicates that only 30% of the digital transformation journeys truly provide a value add. Ideally, instead of a siloed approach, you should have a holistic approach towards automation and try to sort of reduce your technology footprint overall. Ideally, you would have a unified technology ecosystem or a platform that can offer all the tools you need to address all these automation needs. And that's what we are calling as the work platform. It is essentially one platform to address all your work automation needs. Now, let's go to the second part of the title, right? You want to go away from a siloed approach or a fragmented approach, and you want to automate all your work using one platform. But why democratize work automation, right? Democratizing obviously means making it available for everyone, right? Democratizing automation simply means making it available for everyone, not just the IT folks, right? That's what we mean by democratizing automation. Now, why do we need to do that? Simply because of skyrocketing IT workload. An IDC report predicts that over 500 million apps will get built in the next 5 years, right? World over, you only have around 26 million developers to build this. And not to forget, this is not the only thing that the IT guys are doing within your organization. As you would have seen in the past presentations, there's a lot of stuff and there's a lot of load on them already to maintain existing infrastructure and existing applications, right? So there's a skyrocketing IT workload. And if you're just dependent on IT to manage all these services and also build these millions of apps that are in need, it's not going to cut it. Which is why you see a lot of money being poured into low-code, no-code automation tools today, right? There's a huge market. There's a $50 billion market for low-code, no-code automation tools. But this will only help you accelerate the development process, right? So IT is going to build apps faster with low-code, no-code. What will truly help lessen the load for IT is if you actually offload some of the work and bringing the non-IT users into play, which is what we are calling as enabling citizen development. And that is how you democratize automation, right? If you think about the use cases that we saw in the previous slide, you can really categorize them into three buckets, right? Task-driven use cases, process or business-driven use cases. And then finally, you have the IT teams doing this system or information-driven use cases, right? For each of these, you have to enable the people who are closest to the problems to actually solve for those use cases instead of bucketing all this under the IT team's workload, right? And of course, across all these automation use cases, you'll need tools for collaboration, which can come out of the box, and also reporting and analytics tools, right? Now, when we talk about a unified work platform that democratizes automation, what we really mean is all the tools and capabilities that you need to automate your work, right? Starting from collaboration, case management, project management, building new apps, project management, integration, reporting, all this stuff in one single platform. And also, in the same platform, you potentially enable the right set of users to solve for the appropriate problems instead of just IT coming in and solving all these problems. That is what we offer as part of KissFlow's low-code, no-code work platform, right? So for each of these use cases, whether it is task management use cases, project management, or your process designers where you have to design business processes or automate business processes, or when it comes to IT developing low-code apps, or collaboration, or auto-generated reports and analytics, for all these, KissFlow sort of offers one unified work platform. Right? Let's actually take a look at some of these use cases and see what KissFlow exactly offers. The first one that KissFlow offers is a configurable ticketing system, right? If you look at this, this is actually a product issues ticketing system that we internally use, that our product team has built using the KissFlow platform, right? These are not IT users that have developed a ticketing system, or you go and buy a new technology. This is actually a ticketing system built by our own product team, completely non-IT folks building this sort of ticketing systems with KissFlow, right? The second one, and I'm actually very excited to show this, right? We have a process designer which is designed essentially for people with zero coding experience. Even as a business user, if you want to automate your process, you can use KissFlow's no-code designer to drag and drop very, very intuitive widgets and automate your processes without any coding or solutioning knowledge, right? And then the third, of course, not all automation can happen with non-IT users, right? You need the IT folks' help, especially when it comes to building apps or doing integrations. These, at least, we don't have the technology today in place to completely use a no-code system for these things. So when it comes to low-code application building or integrations, you need IT's help. What KissFlow has for that is an extensive low-code application builder with which you can build web apps, dashboards, quickly do all sorts of integrations. So we offer a lot of integration components and web app building components, right? So if you see this, this is an example of our low-code application builder. You have all sorts of components in the left, which you drag and drop and sort of rapidly build your web apps. Like I said, we also offer a lot of connectors, custom integration models and stuff for your IT teams to quickly build and integrate with these apps or with the processes that your non-IT business users have built for you. Now, when it comes to cross-functional and contextual collaboration, KissFlow offers some powerful communication and collaboration tools, right? You can chat with your teams. You can publish group messages within your team. You can have a running trail of chat messages attached to an existing ticket. You can collaborate within the ticket. All these communication and collaboration capabilities that you need to effectively process all the work that is built into the platform is also available within the platform for you to contextually collaborate as well. And lastly, auto-generated reports and analytics, right? So as you manage your tickets or create work items for the workflows that you've automated, KissFlow automatically publishes reports and analytics data in the backend and makes it readily available for your consumption whenever you actually need it. Right? These provide very valuable insights and transparency into the work that you do. These can be aging or pipeline reports. It can be stepwise or user-level metrics data. You can view all these reports in KissFlow itself or easily export it through an Excel or PDF and then email it to your managers for review. All these features together is what makes the unified work platform. And with the unified work platform, we truly believe that we have revolutionized the concept of automating your work, especially using citizen development, right? A testament to the fact that we have truly revolutionized work automation is the fact that we are present across 160 countries with over 10,000 customers actively using our platform. Sorry. Now, these are some of the brands across industries and across geographies that are using KissFlow actively. And I'm very excited to talk about this particular case study, which is one of the largest banks. I'm going to conclude the presentation with this case study as well, right? This is one of the largest banks in Philippines, largest banks in Southeast Asia, which is actively using KissFlow with over 18,000 users, which is internal employees, developing and automating processes within the KissFlow platform and using it themselves as well, right? So if you look at the bottom right, they have over 75 processes in KissFlow, and most of these processes have been automated by non-IT users, which is why we are very excited to show you this particular case study, right? So that concludes our presentation. If you want to know more about KissFlow's work platform, we have a booth right outside, and we'll be happy to indulge and explain more on work platform or citizen development in general. Thank you so much.